Hello everyone and welcome to this Ashe burn build. I have never been above the worst rank on Overwatch, and I'm now sat at All-Star 4, just using this. I can't aim, I'm really bad, and that is not just a hook to get you to watch this video. I genuinely can't aim very well. I play Reaper because I don't have to aim, I don't have to think about it. I just stick my guns into the enemy and press left click. That is literally all I do. So playing Ashe, where you kind of have to be a sniper in a way, very difficult for me, very difficult for someone like me that cannot aim. But don't you worry, I have got you hooked. This is how to play Ashe in Stadium if you can't aim. And if you can aim, well, good for you, you're going to be even better than anyone else ever. Pick Ashe, Incendiary Blast, out with a bang, double-barreled. We can then go Molten Munitions, out with a bang, Bob Jr., or there is another one. I can't remember it, but who cares? Let me try that again. We are going to go Incendiary Blast. That is number one pick. You're then going to go out with a bang or double-barreled. What that does is you get 4 dynamites for the price of 1 with out with a bang, or you get a second coach gun. If you've got anyone that's diving you, like a Genji or a Reaper, you want to pick double-barreled. If you've got lots of people clustered, like soldiers, things like that, Reinhardts, everyone's in a group, you play out with a bang. Personally, recently, since I've been climbing, I've been going out with a bang because I just need that extra damage in the early rounds. Later on in the rounds, it doesn't seem to matter because your ability power starts to take hold. It gets a real stronghold in the game. As soon as you get above 50% ability power in this spec, it's game over. And we're not even at 100% yet. That's when it just becomes the silliest spec there is. Anyway, Incendiary Blast, there isn't any other question. You don't ever pick anything else. A lot of Ashes I've seen go out with a bang first. It's not for me. You then go double-barreled in the lower ranks, it seems, just so you can pop someone instantly, or you play out with a bang. So these two are interchangeable, but they are both 100% required. So out with a bang, double-barreled, test that as you will, whichever way around you want. There will be a preference for some people. Then all we have to do is pump. And when I say pump, I mean pump ability power. You want to be running ability power, ability power, ability power, ability power, ability power. That's 31k. You'd think that was quite a lot of coins. You should have 31k by round 3. It is not a problem. In terms of the order in which you should buy those, you want to be going round 1, 10% ability power, 5% weapon power, more ammo. It means you can spam at close range because you've got extra ammo, it means you've got a bit of extra weapon power, and it means you've got your ability power, which is key. After round 1, things look a little bit different. We start to play hardcore ability power. You want to be running Nano Cola as soon as you can get it, and you want to be running Stacked Sticks as soon as you can get it. Stacked Sticks is very interesting, and it's very, very key to this whole build. It's not the 15% ability power that you can see on the screen, it's the 40% dynamite explosion radius. Now that is insane. Instead of blowing up this area of the map, you're blowing up this area of the map, and I'm aware I just doubled that and not increased it by 40%. This is not a real scale, but it's just visualizing it. You can hit this area or you can hit this area, and when you have 4 dynamites going off with your out with a bang perk, that is a lot of area, because when the singular dynamite goes off, which I'll show you, when this one goes off, okay, bang, these spread out. Look at that radius, 1, 2, 3. You can see it's created a ring there, and actually it's helpful. My mythic skin is really helpful. Let me just show you this from above, if I wasn't actually so bad at the game. But luckily, because of the specs, I've got 2 of these, and like I said, I've missed that jump twice now. I just missed that jump twice. I am terrible at this game, and I almost missed that jump, and I'm sat at All-Star 4. I've never been higher, and that is because of this spec. It is brain dead. So we see here, we throw the dynamite down, and look, these 3 hit each outer edge. Now when they go off, look how much area we've clustered there. If anyone is clustered, they are getting burnt. And as soon as they start burning, your ult charge goes through the roof. And I seriously mean it, and I'll try and put some clips in after I've gone through the tutorial of how quickly your ult charge can go. So that's number 1. We got Incendiary Blast, number 1, double-barreled, number 2, out with a bang, number 3. I then quite like to go, if there's again a Reinhardt, I like to play Molten Munitions just to make the floor even more aids, or I go Bob Jr., but he seems to die very quickly in the late game once you've got this 4th perk. And you're getting him so quick through the things I'm about to show you that you don't really need to get him any quicker, and he certainly doesn't want any less health. But Bob is affected by ability power, which I think is a slight oversight by the Blizzard devs here, because most specs, you either play with your ult or you play with your weapon. This spec, your damage is coming from a dynamite, your secondary shotgun, or your Bob. So you're getting 3 times the value from ability power than a Reaper gets. Now, I main Reaper, and I've swapped off of him because he's awful after I found this out. Reaper, you either play my ultimate's powerful or my weapons are powerful. Here, my weapon is like a sniper. It's always powerful, no matter what you're doing. So if you're getting headshots, it's doing damage. Then you've got Bob, which is stupidly overpowered anyway, and way more overpowered than Reaper's ult. Because Reaper's ult, you can interrupt it very easily. Bob, he's coming in from God knows where, and his ability power's at 100%, so he's one-tapping mercies. Then you've got dynamites, and you've buffed your dynamites. You can't buff Reaper's ult, you can just make it do more damage. And then you've got a coach gun, which not only throws you back out of danger, it sets them on fire, they're burning, it hits them like a truck anyway with the initial actual damage of it being a shotgun, and then if they're already on fire from your dynamite, it's doing even more damage. So it's just stupid. It just seems to snowball into just chaos. I'm normally finishing rounds with about 9 to 12k of damage, and the DPS on my team has about 4 to 5k of damage. So I'm basically playing as 2 DPS in my lobbies, which is insane for Stadium. Like, the amount of value people are getting out of me is mental. Not only the fact that you can stick a Bob on a point and hold it for a bit and no one can touch him because he's shooting pretty much rockets out of his hands at this point. It's phenomenal. It's a phenomenal spec, and we're about to dive into the abilities, the perks even more, because it just gets silly. So assume we've got Cash here. We're playing stack sticks. Now, you can normally get stack sticks on round 2. I said go ability power green, go weapon power green, go ammo green for the first round. Scrap the first round. It's all about your build doesn't come online, I have to say, till at least round 3. So if you lose the first 2 rounds, do not panic. You are coming back strong. You ever played a Stadium game where the rounds just flip themselves? This is a spec that flips an entire game. So you got a bigger dynamite radius and you got a bit of ability power. GG. You're then going to want to play Silver Lighter, which is another 10% ability power, shock. And when your targets burn, i.e. you've hit them with a dynamite, or you've hit them with your coach gun, your sawn-off shotgun, the ultimate charge increases by 20% of the damage. So you're building ultimate charge. It's easier to get people burning, which is helping you build more ultimate charge. Very nice. You're then going to want to run infrared lenses. Now, what this does is shock, 15% ability power, but you deal 20% more damage to burning enemies. Now, this is kind of silly, and I'm pretty sure this is bugged, because if I set you on fire with a dynamite, and then I set you on fire again, now remember the dots, the damage over time stacks. If I set you on fire again, I'm pretty sure that burn is now 20% increased as well. Not just the initial hit of the shotgun is 20% increased. The burn that it applies as well is 20% increase. So that's number 3. We're at 24k, not crazy amounts. Already at 40% weapon power. We then obviously go ability, Nano Cola, it's cheap for 20%. And then we can then go Champion's Kit. Now, there are a few other things that you can play with, which I really, really like. We can run liquid nitrogen to just slow targets down even more. We can run iridescent iris, that was hard for me to say, which is 20% ability power and 10% cooldown reduction, which means you get your dynamite back very quickly, and that is the whole basis of this build. The whole basis of this build requires you to throw a dynamite, set them on fire with it, and then coach gun. It deletes anyone. You can delete a Lucio with 1 dynamite and 1 coach gun. You can delete a tank you can delete an Orisa with 1 dynamite and 2 coach guns. It is that powerful. We're about to witness it. I also do like this. Phantasmic Flux. You get a bit of extra weapon power, you get another 10% ability power, you can see where I'm going with this, and you get lifesteal, whether it's weapon power lifesteal or it's ability lifesteal. And if you're ever above 100% health, which you normally are because you're on the back line throwing these in, you also get over health. So then eventually when the team locks in on you and says, this guy's causing a problem, you're already starting with 100 health advantage. So you become a bit tanky. Anyway, we'll run this one for now. We're running 105% weapon power, which isn't really that efficient, but I'll just show you like what we're dealing with here. Let me just put a Roadhog. I need to put someone with a lot of health. Roadhog. Let's put a Roadhog up there. So this sets him on fire. I mean, he's going to die anyway just to that. It's insane. It is insane. I'll just get rid of this Bob because I want to show you how quickly you can... Oh, just killed something. How quickly you... Okay, Bob's just shredding. The thing with Bob is here, he's so ability powered up. He's mad. He's mad. This is the crazy thing about this spec. I'm trying rail. I nearly died. It just seems to snowball away from itself, because I tried to explain this the other day to someone in my stream. I stream on Kick, by the way, so if you want to follow me on Kick, that'd be great. I'll give you all of these tips. I'd love to have you in the stream. You get 4 dynamites, and when a dynamite explodes, it does a lot of damage, which makes sense. But what if you could explode 4 dynamites instantly? Like, what if you could make 4 dynamites explode instantly? Because at the moment, if you're playing Ashe, like a bronze player, you're going to shoot that, you're then going to try and shoot that, and then you're going to try and shoot that. No. Watch this. This is absolutely disgusting. Just imagine this is a Genji flying towards you. You throw the dynamite on the floor so he can't reflect it, and he can't dodge it either, whether it's on the floor. You go bang, bang. There are no dynamites left. All I did was press 2 buttons. I shot my dynamite and I coach gunned the ones that flew up. It is mental. Should we watch that again? 1 dynamite down, 3 up. As long as you hit 1 with the coach gun, the rest of them will explode because they're so close together, it sets off a chain reaction of dynamite explosions. It is absolutely bonkers. And that's the whole play. That's the whole play. I'm going to go now, and you can watch some clips of me do this, because yeah, I see all these videos of people doing crazy builds in the training zone, and I'm like, yeah, because I've got 105% weapon power, and these are just little bots. Like, I'm 3-tapping people in the head here. But wait till you see these clips coming now, because you're going to get bobs coming out of your ass. You're going to get insta kills of tanks at round 5-6 of Stadium. It's mental. Anyway, that's Big Peanut over and out. I'm live on Kick. I'm also on TikTok. Please give me a follow. I'd really, really appreciate that. Big love, everyone. This has been my Ashe burn build. Enjoy the following scenes. Oh my god, Moira's popping off. Moira's done 5k. Are we okay there, Moira? What the hell? 1-shot him. I'm gonna go up top here, I think. It's probably the play. Like I said, I just want to lob dynamites in. Yep, he's dead. He's dead. Just picking him off, you see? Not even used a coach gun yet. Nice. Nice. If we can clip that, we should clip that, because that is exactly how you should play it. Might die to him. That was a tough 1v1. Holy shit, that was a tough 1v1. He had the high ground on me. As the fight's about to start fading for us, they're going to start to push. They have a Kriko? No, they don't. Get him. Uh-oh. Nice, got that Freya. She was causing issues for us, I think. Okay. Nice, we got the shutdown.